you choose homelessness as a way of life, you can expect that some people are not going to like it. And you can expect some people not to want to supply you with ways so you can continue your habit.
I had a guy, I stopped at the Miami Subs across from the Hack 2 weeks ago. A guy panhandled me in the drive-thru. I'm like, that's the homeless assistance center across the street. They have free food in there. He's like, I just got out of jail. I'm not homeless. I just want food or something.
A bunch of middle-class young kids giving us lectures about homelessness makes me vomit. In this city, and this county, and this state, and this nation, we have billions for homeless programs. I sat down with this little crew that we have here last meeting, explained and gave them 6 different homeless proposals and homeless funding ideas that they could work on. But they don't want to work on housing for the homeless. They don't want to work on alcohol programs. They don't want to work on drug programs. They don't want to work on educational programs. They just want to come here unshaven with no deodorant to give us lectures about morality and ethics. I strongly suggest that they form a non-profit corporation, try to get some of the county homeless funds which go unspent, some of the state homeless funds that go unspent, and some of the HUD funds that go unspent, and actually provide some homes for the homeless instead of giving us these stupid lectures.
You're just protecting the downtown from this camp. I mean, to me, I would call it squatting. This is a camp. This isn't a temporary trip that you take with the kids somewhere. This is like squatting in the public spaces. You're only protecting the downtown. Right across the street from this arbitrary line you've drawn is Holiday Park. So like, a lot of people in Victoria Park might think that you're just going to push all these homeless people from Stranahan Park and by the bus station and all these places where they're being fed. This feeding is the real problem. It's you know, that we can't have public health standards and permits, you know, to regulate that you're not going to use one area and turn it into feeding central.
I think it protects, and while I'm very sympathetic to the homeless issue, the ordinance as it's written, we're concerned that it may impact negatively on the Northwest. As a business owner and on behalf of my homeowners association, River Garden Sweeney Estate, we ask that you actually expand it a little bit, the boundaries of what you're looking at into the outskirts of the Northwest area, where you put funding in place, where you've actually made some commitment to the area, progress is taking place. I have a business.
Other people who choose homelessness as a lifestyle, I don't know who they are or how many there are, but I know that there are people who choose homelessness as a lifestyle. And as it was said earlier this evening, that's a personal choice. And I think in this country, everybody has a right to live the way they want to. It also requires personal responsibility. The city of Fort Lauderdale is not here to take care of it. If you choose to be homeless and you have the ability to work, you have the ability to take care of yourself, you have no adverse health conditions such as disease or addiction, then we're not responsible for it.
Already been said is that we are a very sympathetic commission when it comes to the homeless. We do, we support a lot of initiatives. We give a lot of our funding, our general funding to homeless initiatives. And I think that's something should be noted on the record.
That's a choice that they are making. That they're not seeking assistance from one of these 25 organizations that we just read. And as a city, we have done so much to assist those that are homeless that don't want to be homeless. So much to assist those that are down and out, that want to improve their position in life. And so, to me, these ordinances we're passing are addressing issues of people that are choosing not to receive assistance, not to seek assistance, not to. I can't even believe we would have a discussion about defecating or urinating in public, about soliciting in traffic, running around in traffic. It's incomprehensible. Camping in public areas. Listen, this needs to get resolved. It needs to get resolved tonight. I heard the concerns. I agree with those concerns. I think we need to look at expanding this citywide. We've talked about it. But I think this is going to be a process. And in pursuit of the perfect ordinance, again, I go back to what we did the other night. I don't want to give up the good in pursuit of the perfect. And I think we've got to get something passed to start addressing these issues. I think we also have to start enforcing the no camping in Holiday Park on a more strict basis and have to be out there more often. But at the end of the day, we've got to get the ordinances passed. We've got to ensure that the quality of life we have in Fort Lauderdale is for the enjoyment of all, not just the enjoyment of a few. And
this is about cutting out every avenue of homeless life. Once again, you are using your position of power to criminalize poverty rather than create solutions. This is a war on the poor, and you think you can convince people that it's about our safety. Shame on you. No war on the poor, no panhandling ban, and no homeless hate laws.
From the county all the way up to the federal government, U.S. Interagency Council on Homelessness, they all say criminalizing homelessness is not cost effective, let alone the inhumanity of that kind of policy prescription. What is wrong with you folks?